Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel. Now, this is a place I love. This is the Bluebell Railway, not so far from Haywards Heath in Sussex, in England. And I'm actually a volunteer here. I work two different roles. It's just a steam railway that I love coming to. I've been coming for years, and I do a lot of regular photography here. But today I've decided to concentrate on taking some video. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. Not too much wind and plenty of sunshine. So come along with me and we'll see what we can see. This is, by the way, at Sheffield Park Station. The first thing we see as we walk onto the platforms this morning is this gorgeous rake of Pullman carriages. Now, these have all been restored at the Bluebell Railway. And in fact, the most recent restoration is this one, Car 54, which went back into service about 12 months ago. At the south end of Platform 1 is Steamworks. Now, Steamworks is located in the loco shed, and the closest end is an extension of the museum where a number of locomotives are available to be viewed very close up. Captain Baxter here on the left and Stepney on the right, a terrier. The nice thing about this is that you can actually get into the on the footplate and have a look at the workings of these locomotives. So here we are, getting a close look at Stepney. As I said, this is a terrier that used to run on, amongst other things, the hailing train. Then, if we walk down the side, we'll come to the proper locomotive storage area. And here we can see on the right the Class 01, which is being prepared, ready for work, and then outside more locomotives are getting ready to steam today. Here on the left you can see the restoration work going on the schools class Stowe. There I say is the Class 01, number 65, steaming up and will later pull the Golden Arrow. In the middle of Platform 1 there is the signal box, and this is the active signal box on Sheffield Park Station. Good morning. So now let's cross over to Platform 2 via the footbridge. We've now crossed over from Platform 1 to Platform 2 here at Sheffield Park Station, and in case I'm just going to walk through the museum. Very fortunate here at Bluebell. We have a really excellent museum located on Platform 2 of this station, and it's well worth coming and spending some time having a look through. It's got many exhibits that trace the heritage of steam railways in this country. As I said, this really is an excellent and very comprehensive museum, and it's well worth taking time to have a look round. But in this video we'll just take a quick whistle-stop tour around. Okay, so that's a look at the museum. Now let's look at platform 1, where the shop is located. Now, as I mentioned, I'm a volunteer at the Bluebell Railway, and this is where I volunteer. I spend 1 or 2 days a week here in the shop, which has a tremendous selection of products on offer. There's all the kit for model railway enthusiasts, a wide selection of books and publications and magazines, a selection of kiddie toys and general knickknacks. And also some confectionery. Most of this product is locally produced. And then again, more children's toys there, and a selection of clothing, of branded clothing, as well as other souvenirs. Well worth spending some time having a look around there. So now on platform 2 we see the Class 4 tank engine being prepared for the first train of the day.
You can stick it in like that, undo the lock, and then you shake it forward and backward. It shakes the grate. The grate has sections that tip down like that. So this is the front, and that is the rear of the grate. So basically, rather than having to shovel the old fire out, you can just dump it into the ash pan that way.
So having watered, it's now time for 80151 to go and collect the stock to make up the first train of today.
Taken out from the step away from the edge of platform 2 as the locomotive runs through. Step away from the edge of platform 2 as the locomotive runs through.
I'm now on my way up to Horsted Keynes in the car, but I stopped briefly to take this clip. As we see 80151 with the coaches is just taken out of the siding, thundering past, on its way to Horsted Keynes. Well, I've now left Sheffield Park Station and I've driven to Horsted Keynes, so I can see that train that we just saw preparing to depart from Sheffield Park arriving in just a few minutes' time. Horsted Keynes is probably the biggest station on the Bluebell Railway line, and one I find excellent to come for photography because you get to see the trains coming both ways. Anyway, we're going to wait and see 80151 coming in with the Mark 1 coaches. And here comes the train, and as you can see, the signalman is standing on the end of the platform ready to exchange tokens with the crew of 80151. The token being what gives it clearance to be in section. There we see the exchange taking place. From here at Horsted Keynes, the train will depart shortly and will head on up to East Grinstead, stopping on the way at Kingscote. one thing that is really well worth doing if you visit Horsted Keynes Station is to go into the Carriage works. This is where a tremendous team of very skilled volunteers, dedicated volunteers, restore and maintain the carriage stock that's used at the Bluebell Railway. Here we can see one of the metropolitan type carriages, which used to be used, believe it or not, as a home on, I am not sure which beach, but one of the south coast beaches. And it was donated back to the railway to be restored back into working conditions. It's taken many, many years, but it's well on its way now. Then outside on the platform are two vehicles. The green one is used for as a shop, both for new and old products, second-hand products, and the red one is a children's playground. Throughout the season, there are many events designed to entertain children and families. Here we have the Gruffalo. And a few weeks ago, we had dinosaurs both on the platform and in the train, entertaining the kids. A few weeks before that, we had Darth Vader and stormtroopers. Back at the end of last year, I was bewitched by these two delightful witches. They wanted to put me in the cauldron. And then in July last year, we had the Southern at War, where, as you can see, we have a variety of attractions. There was a Spitfire display and various reenactments, period dancing and singing. The Spiv selling his wares. As I say, various reenactments and Dad's Army on parade. Now this will be repeated again this year. I'm looking forward to it just in a few weeks' time. These events are certainly worth visiting. Well, hopefully that's shown you that there is plenty to see and to look at and to enjoy at the Bluebell Railway. But of course, the real stars are the trains themselves and these wonderful vintage locomotives. So let's now watch Whitwick Hall at one of the locomotives currently on loan to the Bluebell Railway that is getting ready now to take out the second train of the day. I've already mentioned that I'm a volunteer at the Bluebell Railway and I work in the shop some days, but also I work lineside as one of the members of a gang that helps keep the vegetation clear alongside the line. And this gives me the opportunity to take this shot as Whitwick Hall thunders up Freshfield Bank. Now here's the view from the signal box at Horsted Keynes as Whitwick Hall arrives with that second train of the day. And now let's take the opportunity to have a look round the signal box here at Horsted Keynes. Now this is the largest signal box on the line and controls the area really all the way from about halfway up from Sheffield Park until halfway up towards Kingscote.
Or two staff, it was a staff and a tow, because it was different, you know. Well, that made a difference, I don't know if it's all staff now, it's all tow.
And so, with the Hall safely on its way up towards Kingscote and East Grinstead, here's the Class 4 tank 80151 with the original first train of the day now heading on the last leg of its first round trip back to Sheffield Park Station. And so, with 151 safely on its way, I head through the tunnel under the platforms at Horsted Keynes to make my way back to the car, as I'm going to head down to Sharpthorne Tunnel, which is roughly halfway between Horsted Keynes and Kingscote. So I can witness the trains both entering and departing from that tunnel. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you've found something interest to perhaps come and have a look at the Bluebell Railway yourselves. It's a place, as I said right at the beginning, I really love, and I'd love to see you there. Thank you again for watching.